Coming to you live from the palatial studios of PBJ Productions. Welcome to Patrick and BJ Talk Real Estate, where we talk about life, the universe, and everything as it relates to real estate. Hey everybody, it's BJ.
And Patrick.
And we're back talking all things real estate. Thank you for joining us today. And just want to thank all of our subscribers. We're over 100 subscribers now, and our next goal is to get over 200 subscribers.
1 million subscribers.
That would be great to get there, but our immediate next goal is we want to go over 200 subscribers. So if you haven't, please take a moment and subscribe. Helps us get the word out, but it also makes sure that you don't miss anything. We put out regular content, 2-3 times a week.
2 and 3 times a week, yes.
So you don't want to miss anything that we're talking about. Make sure your notifications are turned on, and then you'll catch everything that we're bringing on. And we're going to be into the neighborhood again. We're heading for Christmas. I'm not sure when you're going to see this, but we're heading for Christmas, so we'll have some great Christmas things coming up as well. So
yeah, we'll show you around Victoria a little bit, just so you get an idea. If you're not from here, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all for all those people that do subscribe. And I do watch the analytics very carefully. I'm not sure how much you check in on them, but most of our viewers are not subscribed. So I encourage you to subscribe again. And thank you for all your support.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think to add to that, for those that aren't in the Victoria area, if you're interested in anything about the Victoria area, please reach out to us, put it in the comments. If you'd like to find out about maybe you want to move here, maybe you want to look at different options of what it's like to live in the greater Victoria area. We've done videos on that, but certainly you can reach out to us as well, and we're happy to help you with that as well.
Absolutely. So in this video, we want to talk about the best place to retire in Canada, and we already know this. I'm gonna say it right off the top. Global Citizens Solutions rank Victoria as the #1 place to retire in all of Canada. So let's put some context to this.
Okay, yeah.
They have a top, whatever it is, top 10 list. I'm not going to go past 10. We'll go quickly over that.
Yeah.
And then I have 10 reasons why you should consider retiring in Victoria.
Okay.
So if that's you, and you're thinking about moving to Victoria or retiring to Victoria, then yeah, as BJ was saying, feel free to reach out and we can help you with that. So according to this website, number 10, Montreal.
Okay, and now is this just in Canada?
In Canada, that's right.
Okay, all right.
So I don't know. I have family in Montreal, and Montreal's a beautiful city. I was born there. Vibrant culture, that kind of thing. But it's extremely cold. You still get that lake effect weather, so it's either humid or there's a lot of precipitation there.
Okay.
In the winter, it's freezing, and I've been caught there in winter storms. But obviously, I guess that's what helps place it in the 10th spot for best places to retire in Canada.
Yeah.
Number 9 on the list. We'll be quick about this. Saskatoon. I have no experience with Saskatoon.
You want to talk about cold?
It's affordable.
I guess.
Saskatoon is the most different, I guess I direct. Most affordable major city in Canada.
Wow. Okay.
Moving on. Picton.
Okay.
Picton, Ontario.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And moving on to number 7, Ottawa. You know, I've been told Ottawa compares very well with Victoria, being a government town. There's a lot of arts, culture, museum. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's one of those places where you really get to have like 4 seasons. Montreal as well, right? I think that's probably what we're missing in Victoria. The bonus, we don't really get a winter.
Not really.
It's sort of like a wet
season. It kind of
season.
rains, yeah.
And we might have a cold snap here and there, just to remind us.
Right? It's funny because it kind of feels cold now because it's about 2 degrees in the morning, 3 degrees in the morning. And for me, I get up very early. So it's about 3-4 degrees when I go to the gym in the morning, so.
Yeah. And we're beside the ocean, right? So we have a little bit of colder wind here sometimes.
Okay.
St. John's, Newfoundland.
Really? Wow.
I don't know much about St. John's. I've been to the airport on like a stopover.
Yeah.
I flew from the Arctic to St. John's and then to Halifax and then back home to Ontario.
Yeah, my only thought is the weather. Talking about winter weather. Like
it's cold on the East Coast.
Well, and they can get all sorts of crazy winter weather, right?
They can, yeah.
Right?
So I don't know much more about that.
Okay.
Canmore, Alberta, I've never been.
Oh, I could see. Canmore's beautiful.
Is it?
Yeah, beautiful. We had, over the years, had stayed there instead of staying in Banff, because you can rent a nice condo in Canmore and just drive into Banff, which is a half-hour drive.
Oh, so there's some
But there's-
convenience. that
Yeah,
way.
there's really nice. Canmore's really nice. 45-minute drive or an hour drive to Calgary the other way.
Okay.
It's right in the
It's
middle.
not
of
too far.
Yeah, right in the middle of the mountains. It's beautiful.
Number 4, Niagara Falls.
Okay. I mean, I've been to see the falls, but not to live there. But okay.
Yeah, I lived in Hamilton, so it's Golden Horseshoe. We would drive to like St. Catharines or Niagara Falls, whatever. Have lots of fun. You like wine? You're in wine country around.
Okay.
There. You're doing great. West Vancouver, British Columbia, of course.
Really?
Yep, that's the number 3 spot.
Really? Again, and the reason I'm a little surprised is just price point.
I think that has something to do with it, but it still has lifestyle weather similar to what we have, a little bit more rain.
Yeah.
But access to things like international airport. Yes, Victoria has an international airport, but not everything flies out from here. We're just not a big airport.
Yeah.
So, and then major, we talked about this before, where Victoria is a little bit sleepy.
Yeah.
But there you have like sports leagues, bigger shows, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
More restaurants.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
moving
I'll go with
on.
that. All right.
Number 2, Calgary.
Calgary. Wow. Really?
I don't know. This is what this website says.
Well, it's interesting. My dad he retired and he's just in a suburb of Calgary, so it's Calgary, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And of course, then we get to number 1, which we said right off the top. Number 1 is Victoria, British Columbia. So now we're going to get to the 10 reasons.
Okay.
And I'm going to start at the bottom
Okay.
and work our way up
that
to the
makes sense.
best one.
Yeah.
So number 10, Victoria is a safe and peaceful environment.
Okay. Yeah. It's generally a pretty safe community, and like you said, it's a sleepy kind of
Yeah.
community that way.
Not that Victoria doesn't have its problems. Like we have a homeless and drug problem that's mostly visible downtown.
Downtown, yeah.
Victoria.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the rest of Victoria is quite safe. There's probably, I'm just going to be totally honest, right? There's some spots downtown like I would generally avoid.
Yeah.
It's that simple, right? Or if it's late at night, like don't be by yourself maybe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, retirement. Maybe I should put this. This Capital Regional District tracks our demographics.
Okay.
So we are about, if we look at Oak Bay, it's like 22%, 21%, 65 and older.
Okay.
And as we get out to the West Shore, we're more like 17%, somewhere around there. I can't remember the exact numbers.
Sure, yeah.
So give or take, we'll call it 20% senior population. So number 9 is retirement and friendly activities. We are the Garden City.
Yeah.
I'll get to, we talk about weather and, right, we're counting flowers sometimes in February already. So if you enjoy gardening, that's a hobby of yours, this is a great place to be doing that.
Yeah.
We have a lot of social programs. Again, it goes with the mild weather.
Yeah.
Outdoor activities, golf courses. I heard when you retire, you golf.
Golf courses.
I'm
are
not
open.
much of a golfer.
They're open year round.
And this is a silly thing. I think it was like a golf, I don't know what society or whatever it might have said. Victoria has the most golf courses. Greater Victoria area has the most golf courses per capita.
Yeah, yes.
Come
I have
on,
heard
like
that.
that's like, can we get enough golf already?
Yeah.
And of course, there's lots of community events.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Is starting this weekend, all the Christmas craft stuff is starting. So there's some kind of community event basically every weekend from here until Christmas. And out where I live in Machosen, Bilston Farms is out there, and we saw the sign driving by now. From now until Christmas, basically Monday to Sunday, they're open for Christmas something or other every weekend.
Right. So there's a lot of things going on. Number 8. This has a lot to do with Victoria, not just retirement, but if you're into food, culinary delights.
Okay.
We're another one of those places where we have the most amount of restaurants, eateries, cafes per capita.
capita.
Now, Vancouver has more in volume, like you have more choices,
Sure.
more everything, but it's
Yeah.
we
But
like
it's in
to eat
relation
out.
to the population.
We're also like the brunch capital.
Yeah.
It makes sense, right? We got the Empress with tea time,
Sure.
high tea. Did you read? We're having a Hawaiian themed restaurant open up now too.
Really?
So
Okay.
there's lots of options out
Yeah.
here.
And we did a piece on Corbin.
Ugly
Ugly
Duckling
Duckling.
production. Yeah.
And they're in Ugly Duckling
Provisions.
is now in Ugly Duckling Provisions. You can see the video about that, which is a past client of mine, Corbin, who I helped them with getting the space and leasing their space and everything for their business in the restaurant. But now they're in the top 30. They're in the top 30 in Canada.
Yeah,
So
that's amazing.
yeah,
And that's in the heart of Chinatown.
in the heart of Chinatown. So they have a great fusion menu and yeah, great.
Number 7,
Okay.
diverse housing options. So because we live on an island, we've got waterfront properties, we have old character properties. We call that, they're like an arts and crafts style.
Yeah.
If they're like around 100 years old. There's 55 plus communities. I'm not just talking about age restricted buildings, but
Yeah.
communities that are based around certain lifestyles, like if it's a golf community, those kind of things.
Okay.
And then number 6, we have a senior-friendly community. And I'll tell you, start with healthcare. And healthcare is on the list again, but I'm going to throw this one out. Jubilee is known for its cardiac surgeons in healthcare.
Okay.
You know,
so
as
that's
we get
Jubilee.
older.
That's Jubilee Hospital.
Yeah, sorry, Jubilee Hospital.
Jubilee Hospital.
And there's a lot of senior-focused programs, clubs, and support services as well. So we mentioned healthcare. So we have
Yeah.
excellent healthcare here on the island and in Victoria, with top-notch medical facilities and services. And of course, this ensures peace of mind and quality during your retirement years. All right, so now we're moving quickly. 4, cultural riches.
Yeah, I can see that right away. It's, we're a very culturally diverse community, the Greater Victoria area.
Yeah, I was looking at, we have art galleries, museums, we have like 3 theaters downtown. I wish we had more. I wish we had, for me, like I'd love to see bigger shows, but we do have them.
Yeah.
And we have festivals.
Sure.
Like there's always something going on.
Yeah,
Right?
and for us too, because we're heading for Christmas now, is all the Christmas stuff that's going on, like, the Nutcracker's coming. The Royal Winnipeg Ballet, I think, is
It comes every year.
They
right?
come every year for the Nutcracker. There's different symphonies happening and things like that, and so.
Yeah, we've taken the McPherson, and I like musicals. So it's like, what did we see? I think I've seen Pirates of Penzance, like Gilbert and Sullivan's, like 4 times now.
Okay.
Once in Chemainus, and then the other times were here, and it was put on by like St. Michael's University,
Okay.
and then another a troupe of their own, and I can't remember one, maybe. Anyways, so there's a lot.
That's very good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, I like cool stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, I remember seeing at the McPherson 12th night, but it was done in the 60s.
Oh, really?
It was.
Cool.
They did a really, really good job.
Cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So yeah,
Right, so we have the Royal Theatre, the McPherson, and what's that one in the Fernwood? What do they call that one? Oh, I can't remember. All right, well, it's easy. We could always look it up.
yeah.
right?
Or if you remember, put it in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
and that way we'll have it.
That's right, because I'm getting older and I'm forgetting things. Active lifestyle.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm from Ontario. We used to hibernate, like, we'd get in the car, warm it up, that
Yeah.
kind of thing, and
Yeah.
then go to work, come back, and then stay inside where it's warm. If you're into skiing or those kind of things, like you might go outside for here and there, but you kind of hide indoors, or you hide in the mall where it's warm.
Yeah.
Here, with our nice weather,
Yeah.
there's so much. I notice moving here how much more fit people are overall.
Yeah.
How much more active, especially if you're going downtown on any of these paths. If it's in Vic West along the Inner Harbor,
Sure.
or Dallas
Yeah,
Road,
yeah.
or the Breakwater, anywhere like that.
Or the Goose, which runs all
Galloping
over.
Goose. Lots of people still cycle to work.
Yeah.
Almost all year round here.
Yeah.
So, but of course, if you're retired, you're not cycling to work, but it's there.
But you're out enjoying the walk nonetheless.
Yeah, but that just illustrates like how easy it's easier to go outside and enjoy yourself when it's not
40 below.
40 below.
Yeah.
Yes, I talked about hiking trails, walking paths, and of course, and it's beautiful here. Mm-hmm. Right, as soon as I know, like coming into Banff, like it's the same thing. Just seeing the Rockies out in the distance. Here it was when I first came here. Get off at the airport in Sydney, taking the cab to where I needed to go. I was in the military, and as where is it, Beaver Lake Road? You're sort of cresting over on the highway, and there's the Olympic Mountains.
Yeah,
it's just beautiful here, right?
Yeah.
So that brings us to stunning scenery.
Yeah.
Which we've been talking about.
Right.
And and this is the specific one. The city's committed to green spaces.
Yeah. All of the communities are, I think. That's not...
We're very environmentally conscious overall.
Yeah.
And it's important to the people that are in the greater Victoria area.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of focus from all the municipalities to preserve and gain more green spaces.
Yeah.
Which of course that helps out with anywhere that you live in the greater Victoria, is there a park accessible? Is there trails accessible?
Sure.
And none of those are too far away at any given time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Number one reason, we've been kind of saying it over and over again, it's the mild climate.
Yeah, that's a big one, right?
If you want to avoid the extreme swings in temperature, Ontario was like humid, hot, sweaty. I love that weather. Mm-hmm. Not everybody likes that. Here it's a little bit less.
Yeah.
And it's not freezing cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Mind you,
it's a bit wet.
I think the one thing I would add to that is it's a little bit different seasonally. Like probably because I grew up in it, growing up in Edmonton, I really enjoy snow at Christmas, for example.
It feels like Christmas when it snows.
Yeah. Right? And it stays for a little bit. And of course, in Edmonton, it can snow in October and the snow can be there until June. Yeah, in worst case scenario, that's not normal. But the point is, it's still nice to have that seasonal snowfall. And, my daughter loves it when it snows because it lasts for about 3 days. And the day it snows is a snow day for school. And
that's the funny thing about Victoria. Right, if it does snow, like employers, like everybody kind of understands a little bit. They're way more lenient on, there's 3 inches of snow on the ground. Like, if you're late or can't make it to work, then nobody seems to really be bothered by it.
Or even if it's just snowing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to shut down the school today.
Yeah.
That one day, remember that one day last year that it's snowing, so they closed down the school, and by noon, the snow is gone.
I know, send them to school.
But it's wonderful. I got to say, the beautiful weather. Everything's still green outside. There's still.
And we're in November.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing the first winter I spent here was like 1998. Now, okay, it's been a while, right? And it was like a record season of rain, like continuous rain.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit to adjust to, but like I was excited. Like it was still like a honeymoon phase. It was new to me. I'm going to stay here on a longer contract period, and I don't know. I still enjoyed it. I was in the Navy, right? So I just put a ball cap on. As long as my face is dry, I just keep going.
Right.
So none of that bothered me.
Yeah.
Except for it's dark and it's gloomy.
Yes.
Right. We're in the prairies. Like it might be minus 40, but it'd be sunny.
Yeah. I mean, it still gets dark. Daylight savings is what it is as far as
that's everywhere.
Messing around with that. But and I think the other thing that you get used to here is with the talking about gloomy is because you don't see as much sky as if you're on the prairies, for example.
Right, because it's like all sky out there.
Depending on where you are.
That's a good point because where you got mountains around.
Mountains,
it's not flat here.
Mountains, trees, the Malahat and so forth behind us.
Right, because if you're on the wrong side of the Malahat, then your sunsets are even earlier.
Right.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about moving to Victoria and retiring to Victoria, you feel free to contact us. We'd be happy to help you with any questions. And of course, if you're looking at purchasing real estate before you retire or as you retire here, then we can help you with that as well. And we have our information in the description below. And if we left something out, something you love about Victoria but we didn't mention, put that in the
please
comments.
put it in the comments
Below.
Yeah, we'd love to see that. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Again, please, if you haven't, take a minute and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Catch you in the next video. Thanks for
ya.
watching.